This is John for Cigar Trends Magazine. I'm at Tobacco Plaza in Great Neck, and I'm here with Matt Booth. He's the creator of Room 101 Cigars and Accessories, and he's also a jewelry designer and artist. So how you doing tonight, Matt?
Hi, John. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. I wanted to ask you a few questions. One of them was, knowing your background as an artist and a designer, what was your mindset as a young child? Did you find yourself wandering in school, your mind, what was going on there?
That's an interesting question. My creative outlet was music in the beginning. My first instrument was alto saxophone. I was definitely not with the program. I was definitely, my mind would wander. I did well in school up to a certain point, and then was kind of, I guess, a little lost and somewhat causing a little bit of trouble, man. So after that, I enlisted in the Marine Corps and properly got my head removed from my ass and came back out into the world and have at least tried to make a productive adult out of myself. Well, adult might be a stretch. You know what I mean.
Now, I've read a little bit in another interview about after parties that you used to throw. Can you elaborate? Because I've done some of that after like expos and things, and
right.
It's a good way to do networking, and I found that very interesting. Can you just tell us a little more about that experience?
Yeah, I kind of started. I started growing an after party element for my brand surrounding fashion and jewelry trade shows to help A, promote my brand, and B, touch the customers. They were consumed with their schedules during the trade show, and it was a way for me to entertain them and casually kind of conduct business.
All right, so what's your favorite cigar? We're sitting at a cigar shop at the cigar event. Well, pretty much of all time. Yeah, what would be something you smoke on a regular basis, whether it be your own cigars or other cigars?
The Padron 64 anniversary, Principe size natural wrapper.
Okay, and what's your favorite point of distribution, country-wise, origin?
Botswana.
Where do you think your designs would be without cigars being infused into your life at that one point?
Well, honestly, a lot of my design, flavor, and aesthetic comes from Japan, and deities, Buddhist deities and sculptures that I saw when I was deployed there, enlisted in the Marine.
So that's basically, you'd be in a different direction at that point. You wouldn't be where you are today. Do you think your art would represent the same that it is today, or
no.
No, it totally. What year was it that you started working with your first Cigar accessory?
Well, I started modifying Cigar accessories actually before I released a cigar. I was working on a luxury smokers collection to add to my jewelry line. And one of the things that I did that I think to this day is still one of the coolest things that we've done is I actually took some of their stainless steel cigar cutters. I tore the handles off. I cast three-dimensional handles in sterling silver and added pocket chains to them. They were very impressive pieces. We still make them today by custom order through our factory.
What's the biggest trend you've seen in cigars the last year?
I think it's the large ring gauge phenomenon, which is the super size of cigars, and the phenomenon of the boutique cigar trend, which I would actually like to add also that Room 101 is not a boutique cigar brand. It is the industry's first and only salon brand.
How did social media allowed you to gain more ground than you probably would have? And how are you guys implementing? What are you guys implementing?
The implementation of social media was instrumental in the launch of our cigar brand, of the cigar fast of our brand and business, and to this day it's probably the strongest channel that we have to communicate directly with the end user consumers, the fans, our friends, and it's the tip of our spear, promotionally speaking.
And projects that you may have coming up within the next year?
Oh man,
anything you can give us? As much as you got. I'm here.
Several different, always working on new cigar projects. This year specifically, I'm going to have a couple things where I'm kind of exercising a little bit more my creative mojo, so to speak. Lots of cool things coming this year in tobacco. Obviously my stainless steel jewelry collection, which is, we're continuing to grow distribution for that through tobacconists, actually through Nordstrom. I'm always designing, man. This year, a lot of new jewelry designs. I'm working on several new series right now, so it's full bore.
So in promotions of your jewelry and design business, do you often give out cigars to clients who smoke?
Of course.
That's great.
It's a great tool, man. I've always said it's the businessman's Girl Scout cookie. So
Matt, fantastic. If you can bring us through a couple of your websites and social media, whatever you guys are doing to kind of reach out.
Absolutely. Facebook, you can find us as Room 101 Brand. On Instagram, which is the my main social media outlet that I use on a daily basis. You can Google search or Instagram search my name, Matt Booth, and in the next few weeks we're going to be launching a full-scale new website. Covers the entire brand, as well as has an e-commerce store attached to it where you can buy all of our merchandise, from t-shirts and hats to stainless jewelry, all the way up to strongbox pieces, leather,